Well, hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I thought I would share a little interaction that I had recently. In fact, there are two that I might share. So I was on Facebook and reading somebody's posts, and this person, and we've seen these types of posts like a bazillion times out there. Um, this person was feeling depressed, just in a wonky state. Not typical for this person, but very, very spiritual and all this sort of stuff. But just sharing her feelings about being in this state of uncomfortableness, and all the responses were how to get out of it. Do some breathing, do this meditation, do this, do this, do this. And it really struck me, and what I've come to realize just recently. I mean, it really hit home. And my response in this post was nothing in your world needs to change. That is the first indication. If there is something in your world, particularly a feeling state, that you feel you need to change and get out of, that is a sure sign that the ego or the separate self is functioning. And whenever the separate self is using a tool or trying to get out of something, it will never actually heal or dissolve that thing to its core. Of course, there are techniques that you can use that will alleviate the system, the thing at the current, for a temporary amount of time. Yes, those things do work. But when you're talking about healing it completely and helping it never to rise again, to understand it, you can't do that from the separate self perspective. Right? Because it just doesn't function that way. The universe, the ocean of consciousness is flowing towards you, delivering you something, a situation, and it's based in no self or unity consciousness. And you're trying to fix what the universe has delivered to you from a separate self position, and the two are not the same, so they can't fix each other, they can't dance together. So what I suggest is, when feelings arise like that, and you feel that urge to change something, I've got to get out of this, I've got to make it better, or I don't want to feel it, then the best way to make it go away instantly is to absolutely relax every cell of your being. Just sit there with it, this overwhelming depression, anger, frustration, disappointment, whatever it is, nervousness, anxiety, disappointment, hatred. You just relax every cell of your being. You have to be in the body for this. Just relax, relax, relax. And at that point of total relaxation and letting go, that's when you're in a state of unity. And that's when you allow that feeling, whatever you've named it or whatever you've discovered it's named, can come in, and you have to let it absorb you, consume you. And the instant it comes into you, it's gone, it's transformed, it's transfigured into something else. I mean, it takes that amount of time, where all the other stuff takes so much energy and effort to make it go away temporarily. You can do a few breaths, you can do a meditation, but it will pop up again later, when this will take care of it forever. Unless, of course, it's like some underlying unconscious root karma or impression that's going to linger for a while, but at least you'll have some deep understanding. It will become, when you let it become a part of you, then the next time it arises, you don't fear it. You can open to it more easily. Go, oh yeah, I recognize you. Okay, I'm not afraid. I can let you in, and then more understanding, more acceptance comes, and then it just whittles away at that core issue, whatever it is, core feeling, very, very rapidly. And it's so funny. I had a dream that right after I did this, I responded to the post. Went to bed. Had a dream that totally depicted this scenario. I've never had a dream just show up, and it was one of those vivid dreams. Like I was there really doing it. And there were these three guys. I was a guy in this dream, and they were at the beach or in the ocean. They were in an ocean, like stuck somewhere in the ocean, probably like on a dock, like a dinghy or something. And I guess the tide had come in, and all three of us, or the three of them, I don't know, I guess I was watching in the dream, but I was part of the dream. We're all discussing, how are we going to get out of this, right? How are we going to get out of this depression? How are we going to get out of this to get back onto the shore? And these huge waves were coming that looked scary as hell. And I decided, well, I'm going to go for it. I have to just dive right into this huge wave was coming, and I have to trust. There was fear there was trepidation, but I had to do it. And I dove right into the wave. This huge wave went all the way under, so I was being totally consumed. I was in the ocean of feelings and consciousness. And I don't remember what happened, but I remember the next thing is I was in a different place. I was in this lovely room, and I was feeling much better, safe and warm. And I had some people helping me. I couldn't see who they were, so they were invisible helpers. And I ended up in a new place. And the moral of the story is, of course, as you can figure, like I said, if you can allow just trust and let your whole body relax and just let those feelings come over you like an ocean wave and consume you, and you just become one with it, then you will end up in a totally different place than you would have had you just alleviated the system, right? Because you dealt with it from a unified perspective. Same unity meets unity, and it just cancels each other out. It was beautiful. And of course, when you do that, you have these invisible helpers that will help you, and they lift you and take care of you. You don't even know what's happening. And then you end up in a whole new place in your spiritual evolution. Well, I hope that made sense, and I hope it was helpful. Okay, till next time.